What's your first name?
Suzanne.
Suzanne? Can you take that out of your ear, please?
Sure, but she's a little bit older woman, but she also said that she's been getting calls at her home phone number all day, like these calls and weird stuff, and she did know that phone number.
What's your middle name, Suzanne?
Why you call me Suzanne? Suzanne's my sister.
What's your name?
Sally.
Sally. So you lied to me. When I asked you your name, you said Suzanne.
No, I got confused.
Why do you think I'm calling
lying?
you Suzanne? You are a liar.
No, I made
You are. Well, that's a liar. That's what a liar would say.
On November 21st, 2024, Jupiter police responded to a reported bank fraud in Palm Beach County, Florida. 5 felony charges, a recorded confession on body camera, a counterfeit driver's license in the officer's hand, and 0 convictions. This is a legal analysis of how textbook evidence produced no prosecution.
Come here. No. What's going on?
Nothing.
What's going on?
I was trying to make a withdrawal, but they won't let me.
Okay, is it your license you're trying to use or somebody else's?
No, hers. I mean, mine. They got it. They got it signed. Is that fake?
Yeah, it is fake.
All right, let's go inside and check it out.
The Fourth Amendment governs the initial encounter, and it is here the case is strongest. Under Terry v. Ohio, decided in 1968, officers may detain a person on reasonable, articulable suspicion.
10-4, I'm 10-12 with the female now. Are you by yourself?
Yes. My husband's family dropped me off. He's coming back.
Okay.
Either that or I could take
Either that or what?
Or I could take an Uber to my daughter's house.
Okay. So you have that license is good or it's fake?
No, it's good. I just got it redone because it expired and I got to renew it.
Okay. Whose account were you trying to get money out of?
Mine?
Your account?
Mine and Stanley's,
We
yeah.
just call the client, it's in Illinois. The real client,
That's impossible.
the client is in Illinois. We just call the client
Okay.
on their cell phone.
So whose ID is this?
That is Suzanne Pierce.
Okay. What's your name?
Suzanne Pierce.
Okay. Well, they're saying they closed their account.
Who?
The client, the actual client of the bank account that you're trying to get money out of. They
He couldn't have talked to them because I'm that person. How could that possibly be?
Because you're trying to draw money out of an account that they appear as fraudulent. So they called the actual owner of the account. And the
He
account.
didn't call me.
Call the client in Illinois. We're probably going on the phone right there.
You're on
Well, that's just strange. And I didn't even do anything, so I'm sure I'm free to go.
No, you're not.
Why not?
Because we're
I didn't
investigating.
do anything.
Because we're investigating a crime. You're not free to go.
I didn't do any crime.
You're being detained. If you want those exact words, you're not free to go.
Bank employees treated in law as identified citizen informants reported a fraud in progress. Their report was corroborated by a live phone call to the actual account holder in Illinois. An identified citizen tip carries greater weight than an anonymous one under Adams versus Williams.
Do you have the owner on the phone?
Yeah, they're talking all the way in Chicago.
Okay.
I mean, you can verify in your system that ID if it's real or not. You can touch it. You can feel this cheap plastic.
I lost my ID and I got it redone.
Okay.
Cheap plastic?
Because they're on the phone with the actual owner of the account. You're trying to draw
But
money
how
out
are
of
they
it.
doing that if I'm the owner of the account? How is that possible?
How?
Once the counterfeit identification was database verified, the analysis shifted from reasonable suspicion to probable cause. Illinois versus Gates, decided in 1983, adopted the totality of the circumstances standard. Physical evidence, database confirmation, and the account holder's disavowal together satisfied that standard well before arrest.
Why she walk away from giving her ID?
Because I don't want to be hassled, that's why.
Well, if you
And I will come back to get it.
Can you don't call anybody or anything?
I'm not gonna call
Look,
anybody. I don't
Can I
think
see your
it's
person or your phone or something? Just leave your purse right here then.
No, I have to.
Okay, you're not going to call anybody. is
No,
what
I'm
I'm
not.
saying. All right, come outside with me. Come outside.
Here, I'll give you.
Obviously, you're doing something wrong. Come out here.
I'm not doing this.
Okay. We're obviously not here for no reason. So, like I said, they're on the phone with the actual bank account owner. So, if you want to hang out with this officer real quick, she's obviously being. Oh, let me.
I left a few days ago and came down here, so I don't know how you talk to somebody. If there has been fraud. So obviously.
Okay. Well, let me run this license real quick
Okay.
and see if it's legit or if.
I'm the branch manager.
Or what's going on with it?
Come with me. Man, come with me. Hang out right here for me, okay? You can lean on the wall or something like that. What's your first name?
Suzanne.
Suzanne? Can you take that out of your ear, please?
Sure, but she's a little bit older woman, but she also said that she's been getting calls at her home phone number all day, like these calls and weird stuff, and she did know that phone number. So she
did know it?
Yeah, and the driver's license on my system is exactly the same number. So that's an actual duplicate of some sort.
Florida statutory law provides 5 distinct charging vehicles for this fact pattern. Florida Statute 831.01 criminalizes forgery, creating a false writing with intent to defraud.
Because that's the information I have. I just have, the one I have is expired and that one's not.
Okay.
But it's the same number and the same, and she knew the home phone number. And it's like, hmm?
So she's saying it might be her sister?
Well, she initially said she would be my sister, and I said, "So does your sister smoke?" She's definitely a smoker. She goes, "No, I don't believe so, and I don't think there would be any fraud." I said, "Someone has your exact license number. I mean, they got information for
ID
that."
is fake.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell because they printed Land of Lincoln over
Yeah.
it.
You're supposed to have like this on engraved in a different way.
4 minutes later, the officer asks again. She gives a different name.
Yeah. Do you have a sister?
Do I have a sister? Yes.
What's her name?
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because we're investigating a crime. Are you trying to draw money out of your sister's account? Your sister's
No.
saying, the owner of the account saying it might be your sister.
Don't be difficult.
Just don't be stupid. Like, come on. We're not here for no reason. We know the answers to the questions that we're asking. That's why we ask them. Are you trying to draw money out of your sister's account?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had an argument a couple of weeks ago. She said it would be fine, and now she says no. She did give me permission, now she's changing her mind.
We're gonna figure that out.
So the answer is no. You don't have permission.
The Fifth Amendment question is more subtle, and it is commonly misunderstood. Miranda warnings are required only for custodial interrogation, not for every police contact. Under Berkemer v. McCarty, decided in 1984, on-scene questioning during a Terry stop is not custodial. This means the subject's voluntary admissions remain fully admissible even without any warning. Officers are permitted to allow suspects to speak freely during investigative detention, and often should.
I thought I did.
But you just told me she changed her mind, so that would
She did, but we were in an argument, and
so
a lot
that
of
would
times we
indicate
don't.
that would indicate that
If we're yelling at each other and saying, I'm never going to talk to you again. Don't go on my.
That's a little
I don't
different.
Think it's
That's
serious.
a little different than taking money out of an account, right?
No, the whole thing. She went to talk to me. She said, "I'm not loaning you money anymore." And then the next thing I know, I'm talking to her like we're friends.
So I talk to my brother and I say, "Hey, it's okay to take $4,000 out of my account."
Yeah, but then if you-
no, stop. But then I say, "Actually, no, I don't like that idea." But you, because your siblings assume, well, she said it was okay
because
once.
I talked to her a few days later, like it was nothing. Like
But
she
you
acted
just
like
said she
nothing
changed her
happened.
mind.
She did, and then we talked
So
to
you're
each other.
going with the answer that best suits you.
No,
Okay.
I assumed that
It
it was
just
okay.
doesn't
She
seem
acted like it was
logical.
no big deal.
Do you drink?
No,
Do you smoke?
smoke what?
Anything?
Cigarettes? Yeah.
Okay. You ever gotten really sick off smoking cigarettes and said, I think I'm going to quit smoking?
Mhm.
But then you started up again?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that seem as serious as, oh, you can take money out of my bank account, but nah, don't, but then you're just going to do it anyway? So really,
That's not what happened. That's not what I'm saying.
you just said that.
Yeah, that's exactly
We
what
got
you
into
said.
a big argument, and she said, "I never want to speak to you again. You're not invited to Florida. I'm not going to loan you money." And then a few days later, we're talking, and she emailed me the ticket information. I mean,
Oh,
What's taking information?
you have a copy of it on your phone?
no.
No?
Stanley has it. Yeah.
Stanley?
Yeah.
Stanley
Yeah. I
is,
mean, why would she?
Stanley is,
My husband.
And
I
he's-
mean, Suzanne's husband.
oh,
Ticket
so
for-
not your husband. Okay.
Ticket for what?
She sent Stanley she sent my boyfriend Bobby 2 Spirit airline tickets.
Okay,
to
did you
fly down to
discuss
Florida.
about getting access to the account again? Or that never
No,
came back up?
we just both acted like nothing happened after the argument.
Suzanne,
2 days
spell that.
later.
Spell Suzanne.
SUZANNE.
Got a Florida ID?
Do I know?
What state?
I'm not from Florida.
Okay, what state?
I didn't bring it with
What
me.
state?
Illinois.
Okay. Spell your last name, please.
MILLS.
Middle name?
Or my maiden name is PI.
What's on your ID?
MILLS.
Okay, what's your middle name, Suzanne?
Why you call me Suzanne? Suzanne's my sister.
What's your name?
Sally.
Sally. So you lied to me. When I asked you your name, you said
No,
Suzanne.
I got confused.
Why do you
I'm
think I'm
not
calling
lying.
you Suzanne? I don't know your sister's name.
That's
You
what
just
he
told me
just
your
came out.
name was Suzanne. You are a liar.
No, I made a
You
mistake.
are. Well, that's a
I made a
liar.
mistake.
That's what a liar would say.
Section 831.02 criminalizes uttering, presenting that forged instrument as genuine. Section 817.568 addresses criminal use of personal identification information. Section 322.212 makes mere possession of a counterfeit driver's license a third-degree felony. And Section 843.02, resisting an officer without violence, applies here as well. Providing a false name during a criminal investigation independently supports the resisting charge.
Sally, is it?
I've never said. My name's Cody.
Look, see, we had the ID. He came out.
I should have just known his name.
Didn't you
What's
know
your date of birth?
partners
And don't lie
died?
to me. What's your date of birth?
July 8th, 1968.
What day of the week were you born on?
I think it was a Friday.
Yeah. What day again did you say it was?
July 8th,
July 8th, what year?
68.
68? Okay. And that was on a Friday?
I don't remember. I think,
You
maybe.
think it was what?
I think it was on a Friday.
Yeah. Who really knows? That was so long
When
ago.
I don't even know what day my daughter was born.
Okay. All right. So spell
I
your
know the date.
spell your middle name
Date.
for me.
HENRIETTA.
Okay. And your last name again?
MILLS.
And what was your maiden name?
PIERZ.
Piers? So what's on your ID? Suzanne, I'm sorry,
MILLS.
Sally Henrietta Mills?
Yeah.
And Suzanne is your sister?
Yeah. Suzanne Pierce.
Okay. I have a lot more time in my shift, so if I find out you're lying more, you and I are going to take a trip down to West Palm Beach. You ever been there? You know what's down there?
No.
It's called Gun Club. It's called County Jail.
I have mental health issues and I shouldn't go there.
Well, you lie to me again, we're going to go.
I'm not allowed to go there.
You are
I'm on medication.
100% allowed to go to jail. They have nursing staff down there just for that.
Okay.
You stand by with this officer, okay?
If I tell you everything, would you not arrest me?
Maybe if you go back to the spot that I have you stand on.
Oh.
Thank you. Say whatever you want to say. I'm all ears.
I was seeing this guy and he got me in a bad crowd. And I'm just still doing what they want me to do. And they
Hey, you don't have to whisper.
I might, if you're smart.
Go ahead. It's me and him.
They want me to go into the bank and withdraw money. And I don't know why I'm doing it. Honestly, I'm a mother of two. I've never done anything like this in my life.
Aggregate maximum exposure exceeded 20 years in Florida state prison, so why zero prosecution? The answer lies in Florida's no-file mechanism, a prosecutorial declination distinct from dismissal on the merits. A no-file is neither an acquittal nor an evidentiary defeat. It reflects a discretionary judgment by the state attorney that the case will not be pursued.
What state you say you're from?
I'm from Florida.
Huh?
The real me, I'm from Florida. I'll tell you everything.
Please do.
Okay.
First name.
Laura. L-A-U-R-A.
You have a driver's license?
Yeah.
All right, it's definitely not her sister's account.
Well, we learned who she really is.
Yeah, she doesn't know you, obviously. She doesn't know, well, everything else. So.
Russell, take her over there for a second.
Yeah. It's like oats or something falling out of her purse.
Yeah, oatmeal. I spilled oatmeal.
It's just a weird that a white flaky thing comes out of your pocket when I tell you to stop reaching your pockets.
I was wearing these clothes and
But
I
you
was
can
making...
admit that it's kind of weird, right?
Thank
It
you.
is.
Okay.
I had it all over.
Appreciate it.
And I was
Yeah, so she
sitting-
doesn't, the owner of the bank account doesn't even have a TD bank account, so.
I was explaining to them that, I don't know, I felt a little pressure into this. And I know that sounds weird, but I tend to let people,
All right, well, who?
pressure me. I don't know, I have that.
Are you by yourself? Are you by yourself or is
Yeah.
somebody with you?
No, it was.
She was on the phone with somebody.
Yeah. Did he leave when he saw me pull in?
She was on the phone with somebody.
Yeah, he probably left when he saw me pull in.
I wasn't trying to call anybody, he was still on the line.
This is a common thing that we deal with all the time. So.
I really honestly was going to say this day is last. I mean, but I was like, come on, what are you...
Well, who's trying to pressure you into doing this? Your
It's not
husband?
like really pressure, but it's
Well, you
just
just
a
said you
couple
felt-
of guys. Yeah, I
you
did.
just said you felt pressure to
but
do
I
it.
mean, if you were to ask them, they'd say, we're not right. But it is kind of like, come on, you know,
Well, you're an adult. You can make.
I know, and I have a problem with that. Issues with that. You can talk to my daughter about that. And my son.
Sounds like you're hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah.
Because now you're gonna go to jail for something that they want you to do.
So how does that work? I mean,
We put handcuffs on you.
I know,
You
but
go in the
then-
back of the car, then you go to the station, and then you go down to jail.
right, I understand that, but about bail or getting in touch with my children or, you know, whatever.
you're going to go down to jail. It's a felony to pass fake IDs and stuff and try to do that, and then you're going to have a
I
bail.
didn't make that.
Okay, but you can't take somebody. You can't take an ID and use it's still, even though you didn't get any money, it's
Who's the caller? They're all excited, so they
I
still
have
can't
never
do it.
been in trouble ever in my life.
Yeah, but if you would have got the money, you would have left. So it's called uttering a forged instrument.
In intrafamily fraud, the most common driver of a no-file is victim non-cooperation. When a sister declines to serve as prosecuting witness, the fraud counts become significantly harder to prove. However, and this is the critical analytical point, 2 counts required no victim cooperation at all. The counterfeit license charge and the resisting charge were provable on officer testimony and physical evidence alone. Their inclusion in the no-file raises legitimate questions about Florida identity fraud enforcement priorities.
You wrote out the withdrawal slip and everything. It's all illegal.
Yeah.
They
Even
told
though-
me it's not.
Well, even though you didn't get any money,
They told me it's not.
well, why would they?
I,
They're telling you. So if
because I'm
if I told you
naive.
smoking crack was legal, would you smoke crack? Okay.
It started because I was friends with this woman in my building, and I live in a building for people with mental health problems, and she was there, and she had really bad bipolar, and she was hanging out with this guy. Later, I started. He got her hooked on crack, she was drinking, she was doing weed, and Xanax, and she went crazy, and she went back to my apartment building, tried to kill her roommate, and then so I was holding on to the cat food that she gets delivered because it would be sitting outside, so I had it in my house. So the guy that she was seeing, his name was Craig, he came to my apartment and said, "Well, hey, I got drugs, and
Where do you live at?
Coral Springs."
Okay.
And I got mixed up in that, and
Yeah. No, it's like I said, it's a common thing we deal with.
and he was here, but he's
I know
not
he was.
anymore. But
you
he
saw
just
me
said,
pulling on the left.
come with us, and I'm like, what's going on? And then this,
No, I mean, I'm sure
I
he.
mean, I was like, I felt like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I really didn't know what it was going to be exactly until, start writing the information down.
Well, I'm sure he saw me and then you left. So just give me a minute.
Really not a bad person.
Making a bad decision doesn't make you a bad person. Continuously making bad decisions makes
No,
you a bad person.
because I said to him, I didn't know what this was. Why did you get me involved in something without talking before? So it's good. It's all good. It's like he doesn't give a shit about what I'm saying about. No, and I was gonna be like, I wasn't planning on doing this again. I have panic
You've
disorder.
done this before.
No, I haven't. I have panic disorder, and I can't handle this much stress.
Alright,
That's
talk to
what
this-
the medication is.
Talk to this officer, please.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Officer Coleman with the Jubilee Police Department. You have anything on you that's going to hurt me, quote me?
No,
No? Okay, turn around, put your hands up on the
I do have a vape. I forgot about that.
Did you think that we weren't going to figure out who you were? Is that why you gave us the bad name?
No, that's not why.
Is it like a symptom of panicking?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I've never done anything before I've been arrested, really. What do you mean the cops were waiting for me?
You just
No,
said-
just that one time. That was in 2008.
Yeah, but you were arrested.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
not
like-
Yeah, and I was-
once, but you're still
People don't forget that moment.
The analysis turns now to grading. The responding officer receives an A-. Reasonable suspicion was cleanly established, and probable cause matured through proper investigative sequence. No force was used, no rights were violated, and the arrest was executed with notable professional care. The minor deduction reflects only stylistic choices, not any substantive legal error. The subject receives an F. Her conduct satisfied 5 separate offenses within roughly 20 minutes on camera. The favorable outcome she received reflects prosecutorial discretion, not any defense on the merits.
No, I mean, I
Well, you
didn't
don't
understand
forget
everything. I don't understand how that system, part of the system works, really. I mean, when do you find out if you can be bailed? When can you make a phone call?
Yeah,
what
so
should I do?
that'll depend on your appearance with the judge and depend on what charges you're facing.
When am I going to see the judge?
Well, it depends on the charges you're
We
facing.
do not work at the jail. We cannot
Oh.
give you any of those answers. We are street cops. We're not jail cops.
That's why I was telling you that correctional deputies will have better answers for you.
The state attorney's office receives a C- for split reasoning. The declination is defensible for the intrafamily fraud counts, given likely victim non-cooperation. It is significantly harder to defend for the counterfeit ID and resisting counts, which stood on independent evidence. 3 lessons emerge from this case for both officers and citizens. First, citizen. Informant reports from institutional sources like banks are legally powerful and rarely defeated in suppression motions. Second, statements made voluntarily during investigative detention are admissible without any Miranda warning. Suspects who choose to speak during a Terry stop almost always damage their own cases.
Yeah.
It works on me. Put your hands behind your back for me. Put your hands behind your back for me. Appreciate it. Let go of your hands. Bravo 11, 10, 15, reference 53, big deal. Come on, this way. Oh, you're good. Come on. Can you grab that for me?
This side.
This side.
I'm not always steady on my feet.
Yeah, you're good.
I have a
I will not let you fall, I promise. Stand right here, watch out for the door. Take a seat for me. That seatbelt's going to move for you.
How am I going to get in?
Yeah, it's going to move for you.
No, I mean, get in, because I'm like...
Yeah, you're not sure. Alright, when we get to the station, I'll get those handcuffs off you, okay? Thank you very much.
Third, a favorable prosecutorial outcome is not the same as legal innocence. It should not be read as vindication of the underlying conduct. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on police court interactions.